I'm Tony.
And I'm Yoselin.
And I'm Darion.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Wolfpack Weekly News Program.
Happy Friday, fellow wolves.
Yes, everyone, and a good morning to you.
Hey, did you guys have a good week this week?
Yes, I did.
I did too, and I am so happy that it has been cooler this week. It has been so hot lately.
Well, I like the hot weather, and there are lots of benefits. For one, sunlight exposure increases your body vitamin D levels. Also, research shows that your overall alertness and mental performance is at its best when the temperature is high. Finally, it is better for your heart and lungs because in cold weather, when your body works to regulate heat, your blood pressure can increase.
Well, I heard the fall weather also has a lot of benefits. First, there are fewer allergens in the air because fewer plants are blooming. Also, you are more likely to exercise in cooler weather. Finally, there are fewer disease-carrying insects such as mosquitoes in cooler weather.
Well, this is a good debate. Both of you have some real valid points and make a good argument for which type of weather is better. Actually, that reminds me of our 8th grade wolves who were in Mr. Wolfpack's class this semester. They had an opportunity to participate in his annual history rates, and I heard they all did an amazing job.
Well then, let's check it out.
Each semester, Mr. Wolfpack's 8th grade history classes hold their annual debates.
The students debate whether or not Americans should declare independence.
The Loyalists believe America should not declare independence, and the Patriots believe America should.
During the debate, students could choose to dress in costume, and each student has to create a colorful poster which includes a slogan supporting their side.
As always, our 8th grade wolves stepped up and accepted the challenge, demonstrating their excellent academic habits, their positive growth mindset, and their drive and motivation to be amazing.
Let's check it out.
Like this without a reason, another promise falling through, another season passes by you. I never took the smile away from anybody's face, and that's a desperate way to look for someone who is still a child in a big country. Dreams stay with you like a lover's voice parts the mountain.
Wow, those students were simply amazing.
That's right, Rico, and kudos to you, Mr. Wolfpack, for your instruction and leadership. You are such an inspiration for your students.
Hey, speaking of inspiration reminds me of this week's Howl Out recipients. These two wolves have definitely been inspired to work hard, think positively, and do their best on a daily basis. Let's check it out.
This week's Howl Out goes out to Angelina D. Tate and Adrian Rodriguez.
Here's what our awesome LGA staff had to say about these two wonderful students.
Angelina is a thoughtful, wonderful, and kind person. She works well with others and shows great work when completing her academic assignments. In PE, Angelina always does her best and wants to help others. In music, she always has a wonderful attitude and she kills it on the clarinet. She is one of the hardest working musicians at LGA.
Adrian is a quiet but hardworking student. He is a drummer in drumline and always gives it his best. Adrian constantly tries to shoot for the next level in anything he attempts. He is a prime example of how you can succeed with steady hard work. What an awesome student.
Let's give them a howl out on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Congratulations to both Angelina and Adrian. The two of you are obviously thinking who you are right now as a student and the path you need to take to achieve your goals.
Hey, those are two of the 4 essential questions for all students to keep in mind.
That's right, Mo. It is important to think about these things early so that you can make some goals for yourself and have a plan. High school will be here before we know it, and hopefully college.
Well, it is great that you brought that up, Zeta, because the first Friday of each month we have a segment in which we introduce our fellow wolves to an adult who can share his or her experiences and path with us.
Let's check it
out.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Hi, I'm Dr. Brad Ross, and I'm the owner of Mission Trails Dentistry, and I provide general, cosmetic, and family dentistry to my patients in the San Carlos del Cerro community.
What did you aspire to be?
When I was in middle school, I was involved with many different activities, and one of my favorite things to do is music. So I'm a drummer. I even have some drumsticks here on the wall. And as I got a little bit older, I started to look into other areas, and I found myself enjoying learning about teeth. So when I was a junior in high school, I went and started visiting dental offices. And I found out that I really had a passion for doing wonderful things with my hands and my eyes and my coordination. So I was able to get into different crafts, but ultimately learned interest in doing the dentistry and making teeth in wax, and ultimately that carried over to wanting to apply to go to dental school.
What was your path to get there?
Even though I wanted to be a dentist since a junior in high school, I went to college and I studied many different areas with the intention of being a dentist. But along the way, I also got involved with business. So I had a business, and I also started doing some traveling. But ultimately, my heart was wanting to be a dentist, and I ended up applying to dental school after I finished my undergraduate work at Oregon State University. So I lived in Oregon, and there I even met my wife. And then we both moved back to Los Angeles, where I went to USC. And graduated in the mid-'80s, and right after we graduated, we wanted to get out of the crazy LA rat race, and we moved down to San Diego, and we've been here ever since.
What problems have you solved?
As a dentist, I see patients from 3 to 103. So my goal is to be able to educate patients at all levels to make sure they understand the importance of holding on to your teeth and saving them for your lifetime. You need them. You need them to eat and chew. Being able to take care of the teeth is just one important step. My job is also to fix teeth. So I can do fillings, I can do caps or crowns, I can do implants to replace teeth, dentures, partials, whatever it might be. But I always want the patient to understand it is their teeth I'm helping to fix and look after. So I consider my job more of a dental or a dentist advocate for my patients. I'm here to give you the ideas, give them the help that they need so they can look after their teeth. Because in the long run, we can fix things, but if it's not being taken care of, it's going to fall apart. You can kind of keep in mind the same thing would happen with a car. If you bought a brand new car and you drove it around for a while, after a while you better check the air, change the oil, make sure it's good. Otherwise, a brand new car is going to conk out. So I want to help my patients look after their teeth forever and keep them for their lifetime rather than lose them at a certain age when they get old.
A big thank you to our guest this month. That was truly inspirational. Hey Carmen, you know I think a career in the dental field would be lit, don't you?
Yes, it does sound like a great career path, but just not for me. However, we do have a few members of our broadcast crew interested in dentistry. In fact, they came up with some silly dentist jokes to share with us today.
Of course they did, and it sounds like fun. Let's check it out.
I'm Joshua.
Hey, I'm Abby.
Hey, I'm Daniel.
And
we're the Wolfpack Jokers!
Why did the king go to the dentist?
Why?
To get a new crown.
Why did the deer need braces?
Why?
He had buck teeth.
What did the dentist receive when he won Dentist of the Year award?
What?
A little plaque.
What does a dentist do on a roller coaster?
What?
He braces himself.
What did the tooth say to the dentist as he was leaving?
What?
Fill me in when you get back.
What did the judge say to the dentist?
What?
Do you swear to pull the tooth, the whole tooth, nothing but the tooth?
I swear.
Bye!
Thank you so much, Jokers. Those were some funny jokes.
I know, right? I especially love the joke, do you swear to pull the tooth, the whole tooth, and nothing but the tooth?
You're so silly, Aaliyah. Hey, remember these morning our anchors were debating about weather preferences and Tony mentioned how hot it was last week?
Yeah.
Well, because it was so hot, our PE coaches invited all students who wanted to complete the mile in cooler weather to join zero period.
That's right. I heard that about 215 students showed up for that run. I think that before we go, we should take a closer look.
Good idea, Aaliyah.
Let's check it out.
Well, looky here, what do we have? Another pretty thing ready for me to grab. But little does she know that I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing. 'Cause at the end of the night, it is her I'll be holding. I love you so, hey, that's what you'll say. You'll tell me, baby, please don't go away. But when I play, I never stay. So every girl that I meet, yeah, this is what I say. Run away, baby, before I put my spell on you. You better get away, darling, 'cause everything you heard is true. Your poor little heart will end up alone, 'cause Lord knows I'm a rolling stone. So you better run away, baby. Yeah. Well, let me think, what should I do? So many eager young bunnies that I'd like to pursue. Now even though they're eating out the palm of my hand, there's only one carrot and they all gotta share it. I love you so, hey, that's what you'll say. You'll tell me, baby, please don't go away.
Hey fellow wolves, that's all we have for the news this week.
Work hard in your classes, everyone. Remember, we are in a new quarter, so start strong.
Don't forget, tomorrow's the fall festival, so come on out for some fun and support your school. Hey guys!
Hey!